Good afternoon. How's everybody doing today? Sun shining, it's a good day. I'm honored to be with you today. My name is Michel. I'm a citizen of the Lakes and Cabo Bands of the Confederate Tribes of the Cabo Reservation. I've been the executive director for the Upper Columbia United Tribes for 14 years. UCUT takes a proactive, collaborative, and science-based approach to promoting fish, water, wildlife, diverse habitat, and Indian culture in the Northwest. We provide a common voice for our region through the collaboration of our member tribes: Cortland Tribe, the Confederate Tribes of the Cabo Reservation, the Kalispel Tribe of Indians, the Kootenai Tribe of Idaho, and the Spokane Tribe of Indians. We work for nearly 15,000 tribal citizens. Together we manage nearly 2 million acres of reservation land and influence at least 14 million acres of Aboriginal territories, 500 miles of waterways, 40 interior lakes, and 30 dams and reservoirs. The organization was formed in 1982. We together, our ancestors came together to ensure a healthy future for the traditional territorial lands of our ancestors. As sovereign nations, we are charged with the protection and enhancement of our natural resources. Our mission statement is to unite the Upper Columbia River tribes for the protection, preservation, and enhancement of treaty, executive order rights, sovereignty, culture, fish, water, wildlife, habitat, and other interests and issues of common concern in our respective territories through a structured process of cooperation and coordination for the benefit of all people. I think that's a very important part of who we are in our mission statement as an organization. Again, these things we work on don't just benefit the tribes, they benefit all of us. Everything we do as a group through this organization directly comes back and benefits the tribes and the region and the citizens of the Inland Empire of Washington State. So we're very proud of that collaboration and where we are today with some of the issues that have historically been left out or dropped off the table as it relates to our issues in our area above Grand Coulee, Chief Joseph Dam. So my grandparents were the last ones to see salmon at Kettle Falls. So I've been currently blessed with a great granddaughter. So we've currently got 5 generations out there now that haven't had salmon. And it's our responsibility to work on those issues, to try to correct those historic wrongs for those future generations. And it's really important to us that those folks who missed out on those opportunities, who lost that piece of who we are, who was unable to have those teachings, those learnings as kids growing up because of the loss of those salmon. It's our responsibility to bring those back. And I think it's an important part of what we need to do is we need to change how we look at things. Currently, ecosystem function, ecosystem services through the process are all looked at as costs. Benefits, flood control, irrigation, power production, all of those issues are looked at as benefits to the system. So when we start talking about fish passage and get fish back in our Grand Coulee and Chief Joe, they start throwing the costs in our face. Well, we can't afford to do it. Well, we can't afford not to do it. And we've got some opportunities with the Columbia River Treaty, some of the other processes that are currently available for us to include those issues back in the operations, to include fish passage at Chief Joe and Grand Coulee through those operations, through them setting the rates through the treaty. We did an economic study through Earth Economics Columbia Basin Valuation Report, and it talks about natural capital versus built capital, or the integration and needing to manage those both sustainably. And in that study, it talks about the bottom line, which will be coming up soon. The Columbia River Basin holds immense natural capital value. Ecosystem services are estimated to provide a value of $190 billion annually. This value far exceeds, dwarfs all other economic values. For comparison, hydropower provides a value of $3.3 billion per year. modernizing the Columbia River Treaty in a way that recognizes the value of natural capital while far more long-term economic sustainability than the current treaty and currently how we're managing the system. So, and what's really cool about where we're at with these opportunities is we've been releasing fish now since 2017, 18 in the waters of Chief Joe and Vancouver, and they're currently showing us the way. They're currently showing us that they have not forgotten those waters above those dams, that they're looking for that opportunity. And again, it's our responsibility. Those fish that we've turned loose above those two dams have spawned in the Sand Oil, have spawned in the Spokane River, have made a journey from Shimmikin Creek to the ocean and back to Chief Joe, and those fish are with the Spokane tribe currently. They did the trip from Hangman Creek down to the ocean and back up. It made it as far as Wells Hatchery, and that fish was given to the Coeur d'Alene, and we had a ceremony around to release that at that river there too. So things are lining up for us. The importance of this, and again, change how we look at things. It doesn't have to be either or. A lot of the folks in charge are talking about we can't afford to do this. Our focus needs to be on the current operations, which is flood control and hydro production, and that's not true. Look at our economic study. Look at the current value of some of these things. The economic opportunities that were brought forth with the sturgeon fishery at Kettle Falls, with some of the things that have happened as it relates to management, shows that economy is ready for that aspect, for those fish to return, for those opportunities again for all of us. So, in closing, I think these get-togethers, these events are important in educating folks again, bringing us together and talking about how we correct those historic wrongs, and that it's not going to cost us an arm and a leg. It's not going to break the system. It's going to benefit us up and down, both economically, ecologically, and spiritually as tribal people.